Welcome to White Star Horrors Studio. Tonight we have two scary tales for your listening pleasure. The Whispering Shadows, A Dance with the Ancient Curse. Echoes of Desolation, Unveiling the Cursed Legacy. Original Untold Stories by William and read by Maxwell. The Whispering Shadows, A Dance with the Ancient Curse. In a small, forgotten town nestled between dense woods, a chilling tale unfolded. The locals spoke in hushed whispers of an ancient curse that haunted the outskirts. They warned each other never to venture into the woods after dusk, for the shadows held secrets darker than the night itself. Amelia, a curious and adventurous young woman, scoffed at the warnings. Intrigued by the mystery that enveloped the woods, she decided to unravel the truth behind the tales. With the moon casting an eerie glow, she stepped cautiously into the haunting forest, her flashlight cutting through the thick darkness. As Amelia delved deeper into the woods, an ominous silence clung to the air. The only sound was the crunch of leaves beneath her feet. The trees seemed to watch her every move, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Unnerved but determined, Amelia pressed on. As the minutes passed, the temperature plummeted, and an inexplicable fog crept along the forest floor. Her breath hung in the frigid air, and the distant howls of wolves added to the symphony of fear that surrounded her. The beam of her flashlight flickered, casting distorted shadows that danced on the trees. A distant whisper echoed through the woods, a spectral voice that sent shivers down Amelia's spine. She froze, straining to catch the words. "Leave, or face the darkness," it murmured, as if carried by the wind. Ignoring the warning, Amelia pressed forward, determined to uncover the truth. Suddenly, the fog thickened, swallowing her surroundings. Panic set in as she realized she couldn't see more than a few feet in any direction. The whispering grew louder, surrounding her like a ghostly chorus. Shadows moved at the periphery of her vision, teasing her with glimpses of unseen horrors. Desperation clawed at Amelia as she stumbled through the impenetrable mist. The forest seemed to come alive with malevolent energy. Trees twisted and contorted as if in agony, their branches forming grotesque shapes that loomed over her. She felt the weight of unseen eyes watching, judging, condemning. A cold hand brushed against her shoulder, sending a shock of terror through her. She spun around, but there was nothing there, just the oppressive fog and the haunting whispers. The voices grew more insistent, urging her to turn back, to escape the clutches of the ancient curse. Amelia's heart raced as the fog cleared, revealing an ancient cemetery bathed in an otherworldly glow. Weathered tombstones stood like silent sentinels, and a mausoleum loomed in the center. The air grew colder, and the whispers reached a fevered pitch, chanting a haunting incantation that echoed through the graveyard. Against her better judgment, Amelia approached the mausoleum. The heavy stone door creaked open with an ominous groan, revealing a staircase leading into darkness. As she descended, the air grew thicker, and the whispers transformed into anguished wails. In the dim light, Amelia saw ghostly figures writhing in pain, their faces contorted in eternal torment. Unearthly hands reached out, grasping at her as she moved deeper into the abyss. The air became suffocating, and the temperature plunged to a bone-chilling cold. At the heart of the mausoleum, a demonic presence awaited. Shadows coalesced into a sinister figure that loomed over her. The whispers crescendoed into a deafening roar, and the malevolent entity spoke with a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of the underworld. "You dared to trespass, seeking the forbidden truth," it intoned, its words sending shockwaves through Amelia's very soul. The ghastly figures closed in, their twisted faces contorted with malice. Amelia, paralyzed with fear, realized the horror she had unleashed. The ancient curse was not a mere story, it was a malevolent force that fed on the curiosity of those who dared to seek its secrets. As the shadows consumed her, the chilling whispers echoed through the forest once more, a warning to those who might be tempted to uncover the darkness that lurked beyond the veil. Echoes of Desolation, unveiling the cursed legacy. In the aftermath of Amelia's ill-fated encounter with the ancient curse, the small town fell into an eerie silence. Whispers of her disappearance spread like wildfire, and the once curious locals now recoiled at the mention of the haunted woods. The cursed legacy lingered, an ominous specter that cast a shadow over the entire community. Weeks passed, and a new visitor arrived in the town, Isaac, a seasoned paranormal investigator drawn by the unsettling stories surrounding the cursed forest. Armed with an array of gadgets and an insatiable curiosity, he set out to uncover the truth that had claimed Amelia. Isaac entered the woods, the air heavy with a palpable tension. The once bustling life of the forest had waned, replaced by an unnerving stillness. As he ventured deeper, the trees seemed to lean in, whispering secrets that only the cursed understood. The path led him to the same graveyard where Amelia had vanished. Tombstones stood as silent witnesses to the tragedies that befell those who dared to disturb the cursed slumber. The mausoleum, cloaked in an air of malevolence, beckoned Isaac with an irresistible pull. The door creaked open, revealing the descent into darkness. Isaac descended the staircase, his flashlight cutting through the ominous shadows. The whispers returned, a haunting chorus that seemed to mock his every step. Unfazed, Isaac pressed on, determined to confront the malevolent force that held the forest in its thrall. As he reached the heart of the mausoleum, a cold wind swept through the chamber. The ghastly figures, tormented souls caught in the web of the curse, wreathed in silent agony. Isaac felt the weight of their despair pressing down on him, a force that threatened to consume him whole. A voice echoed from the shadows, not as demonic as before but tinged with a melancholic resignation. Another seeker of truth, it murmured, the words dripping with centuries of sorrow. The figure materialized, a ghostly silhouette that seemed to merge with the darkness itself. Isaac, undeterred, confronted the entity. "What happened to Amelia?" he demanded, his voice echoing through the desolate chamber. The figure sighed, a sound that carried the weight of countless lost souls. "She sought what you seek, the truth. But the truth comes at a price. The curse is a legacy, born of betrayal and despair," the entity explained, its form flickering like a dying flame. "To understand, you must witness the echoes of desolation that reverberate through time." The walls of the mausoleum shimmered, and scenes from the past unfolded before Isaac's eyes. He witnessed the betrayal that birthed the curse, the agony of those entwined in its malevolent grasp. Each soul carried a story of loss, of a life swallowed by the darkness that now clung to the forest. Isaac, overwhelmed by the weight of the cursed legacy, felt a profound sadness. He realized that breaking the curse meant confronting the pain that bound the spirits to their torment. With newfound determination, he pledged to free the trapped souls and unravel the sinister web that ensnared the town. As Isaac emerged from the mausoleum, the forest seemed to sigh in recognition. The whispers softened, and the malevolent energy that once gripped the woods began to dissipate. The curse, while not entirely broken, had loosened its hold, allowing a glimmer of hope to pierce the darkness. Isaac, now burdened with the responsibility of the cursed legacy, vowed to bring peace to the tormented souls. The town, once paralyzed by fear, felt a tentative sense of relief. The haunted woods, though still shrouded in mystery, no longer whispered of immediate doom. And so, the echoes of desolation began to fade, leaving behind a town grappling with its haunted past. The curse, like a lingering fog, lingered but no longer held the same suffocating grip. The tale of the ancient curse continued, now intertwined with the efforts of those who dared to face the shadows and seek redemption for the haunted souls that wandered beyond the veil. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Please, subscribe, share and like. This helps keep our broadcasts fresh and new. Stay tuned for new episodes of White Star Horror Stories, presented Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m.